the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Still going. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Taken in at the 22. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the number 1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
First carry now for David Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. In motion right, that's Williams. Goff. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Adafe Owe. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
From the 50, it's Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. Back deep is Steven Sims. This is fielded at the 7. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
This is taken at the 23. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard.
Now it's Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Goff.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Check. Hey, check that.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Nice move with Derrick Henry all alone.
Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. 87 yards.
And the Ravens take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points.
After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Caught by Montgomery. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, a short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, here's Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now Goff.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, second down.
Throwing again is Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Complete to right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Goff now looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To the air again, Goff. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And he wisely will throw that one away. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Coaches talk all the time about the value of special teams, and we have seen it in this game, Charles. Not one block kick, but now 2 of them in this contest.
And always, always, always we talk about adjustments during a game. Offense and defense, series to series. Rarely do we talk about special teams. Someone didn't adjust from block 1 to block 2, and it really cost them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
Play action. It's Jackson.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Broken tackle, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the inner.
We're getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
Goff now to throw.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Jackson from the shotgun.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. Off the option, here's Henry.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Jackson to throw.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
67 yards.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Another shot now for this Lions offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. They work now on 2nd and 9. In motion goes Patrick.
Goff.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Here's Goff.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
On the return is Sims.
Able to fight through 1 tackle. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Shouting through the defense, fighting through the tackle at the 30.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one.
He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
68 yards.
and the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. And Detroit back in possession of the football. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Go.
To throw is Goff.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Goff now looking to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th.
That is caught.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Goff throwing again. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle.
We're good. Now you won.
Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
Here we go.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Inside handoff, Henry. Spins away. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
Back to throw again.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line?
This is caught at the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
No!
Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Shedding the tackle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this was a very close.